All right, welcome everyone. We will begin our program this evening by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand as you are able. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. On behalf of the Board of Education, Superintendent Gersich, and most importantly, our graduates, I'd like to welcome all students, staff, family, and friends to the 2025 Waconia High School graduation ceremony. Just so everyone knows, Mr. Sparby was unable to attend tonight because he is attending his own children's graduation. I would like to recognize and thank Amanda Neibauer, Elissa Burkles, Brenda DeLeo, Lynette Alger, Dana Henn, and Haley Fogarty. I also want to make sure to do a shout out for two special individuals, Diane Breyer and Michael Peterson. Diane is our assistant in the office, and Michael is our Performing Arts Center coordinator. These two are responsible for making so many things that go into this event go smoothly, and I can't thank them enough. All of the people I have mentioned have been working behind the scenes, and most people do not realize all they do to make our graduation happen. I would like to thank our junior attendants who are assisting us today as ushers. I also want to recognize our maintenance staff. They put a lot of time and effort into getting our facilities set up and looking amazing all year long, but especially today. Thank you to all of you for all of your time and efforts. I would like to recognize and thank our staff. And when I say staff, I am talking about all of our staff. Obviously our staff at WHS, but also our staff that are part of ISD 110 from all of our buildings. Could I please have all ISD 110 staff that are with us tonight to please stand? You have all played a role in getting our graduates to this day. Our teachers, educational support professionals, office staff, custodial staff, bus drivers, kitchen staff, coaches, and advisors. This day would not be possible without all of you and your efforts. Please give them all a round of applause. Could I please have our parents, step-parents, and guardians that are with us today to please stand and remain standing. As we reminded the students, yes, tonight is about them, but it is really about mom and dad as well. So you all get a thank you. This is a very important day in the life of our graduates, but this is also a monumental day for our parents. I would like our graduating seniors and other guests with us today to please give our parents one more round of applause. Thank you. And to our graduates. This class has 41 members in the National Honor Society, 79 honors students, and amazing 88 students who are graduating with a GPA of 3.75 or higher. 238 are graduating with a GPA of 3.0 or higher. We have 8 members of this graduating class who have a perfect 4.0 GPA, and 2 of them were individual state champions. We have graduating seniors who are pursuing some form of higher education. Some have signed national letters of intent to compete at the collegiate level. Some are going into the military. Some are doing additional training and going into the trades. And some are jumping straight into the workforce. Regardless of the next step in your journey, you are a rather impressive group. I would like to once again acknowledge and congratulate the graduating class of Waconia High School and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. The seniors were given an opportunity to select a staff member to give their senior address at graduation. I am honored to introduce the staff member selected by this year's seniors, Mr. Adam Brister.
Greetings and congratulations to the class of 2025. It's truly an honor to be asked to speak here today, and I'll tell you that I am particularly pleased to have been asked by the class of 2025. Partially because it is a class full of delightful individuals, but also partially, mostly, if we're being honest, because 2025 is a special year. An important year, a milestone. 2025, of course, is the 100th anniversary of the publication of The Great Gatsby. I was holding for applause, not laughter, but okay, that's fine. That's it, right? What a run it has been. And yet, in a move that I honestly can't believe that I am making right now, I am not going to take this opportunity to talk about The Great Gatsby. Not going to talk about how wonderful it is. Not going to be like, do you guys remember that part where he describes his smile, like for a whole paragraph? It's page 48. The real ones know. But that's not what we're going to do. It pains me a little, but I'm going to go in a different direction. On one of the very first days of senior year, my AP Lit classes read a commencement address by David Foster Wallace. And because I am a huge sucker for anything that comes full circle, as we sit here at the commencement ceremony for those same students, Wallace's words are running through my mind. He opens up with a story about two young fish who are swimming along one day. And an older fish swims by going in the opposite direction, and the older fish looks at the younger fish and nods, says, "Morning, boys. How's the water?" And the two fish swim along a little bit, and eventually one of the younger fish looks to the other one and says, "What the hell is water?" Now, there are a couple of things we could do with this story. You could ask those AP Lit seniors, a couple different meanings we could pull from it, but there's one meaning that particularly jumps out to me today. And that's this. The things that are the most obvious, the most important, the things that surround us every single day are often the hardest things to see and to talk about. To the point that we have to look at that stuff right in front of us and constantly remind ourselves, this is water, this is water, this is water. The fish doesn't recognize the water until it's flopping on the shore. We don't see the water until it's gone. Now, it seems to me that commencement is a unique opportunity to look back, to reminisce, to celebrate how far you have all come. And similarly, it's a chance to look ahead at the countless paths that are unfolding ahead of you at this very moment. The options are infinite, and anything is possible. It's all incredibly exciting. But with all of this looking back and looking forward, it can be easy to overlook the right now. Now, I'm not big on advice, as some of you know here, but in honor of the occasion, squeeze one little piece of advice out for you to consider. And that's this. Really try, at some point this summer, this weekend, tonight, to take a moment to just look around. Don't be the fish that fails to see that most important stuff that's right in front of you. You are surrounded tonight by people who care about you, family who cherish you, friends who love you. Yes, this is a great chance to look back at where you've been and look forward to where you're going, but make sure you take a second to look at where you are right here tonight. Now, This is not an especially original or earth-shattering piece of advice. I want to be clear about that. You might hear the same advice again tonight, even from a later speaker. It's a bit of a cliche. But do you know what about cliches? Sometimes they're right. And in this case, I promise you, this one is right. With all these distractions, it will be easy to overlook this exact moment. And that is where it is particularly important that we stop and see those crucial things that are hiding in plain sight right in front of us. It's important that we take time to look at our friends, our families, see their faces, and remind ourselves, this is water. This is water. All of this is water. Stay safe tonight. Savor the moment. We wish you the absolute best with everything that comes next.
Thank you, Mr. Bristert. I'd like to introduce two of the members with us on stage this evening. ISD 110 School Board Chair, Kelly Ammett, and Superintendent Dr. Brian Gersich. I would also like to recognize the other school board members that are here with us tonight. Thank you. At this time, I invite Board Chair Ammett to this podium to share a message.
The mission of ISD 110 is to maximize opportunities for students to explore their passions and create their success. The vision of ISD 110 is to inspire students to explore pathways that will help them recognize who they are and who they will become. Many of you here tonight have figured that out. Many of you have got a rock solid vision of where you're going, what you want to become. Many of you have not, and that's fine. You still have an opportunity to glow up, to figure out what it is you're going to be doing. We just hope that we've provided you the tools that you need going forward. You've had some wonderful teachers. I think back on mine, Corsi, Webster, Scanlon, Curtis, the ones who really inspired me to find my passion, my success. You know, Webster, who when I finished one of my essays with, "And what have you?" he replied, "Well, Will, what have you?" You know, and so it just made me dig a little deeper to know what to do, what to say, who to be. I would encourage you to just remain curious, stay interested, be interesting, read a book, find a new fact. Here's a fact. If you were to take a blue whale and lay it down on the basketball court right now, we wouldn't be able to be here. We couldn't sit here. So, and it would smell bad. So, okay. So on behalf of the school board and Superintendent Gersich, I know it's bad. We welcome you, congratulate you, and wish you the best. Thank you.
There are a number of students who will graduate today with honors. This past Monday, we honored and recognized all of these students at our Senior Awards program. However, I would also like to recognize them this evening. To graduate with cum laude honors, students have to maintain a minimum cumulative GPA of 3.75 and have earned a minimum of 6 honor credits. Will our cum laude honors students please stand, and let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. To graduate with magna cum laude honors, students have to maintain a minimum cumulative GPA of 3.85 and have earned a minimum of 9 honor credits. Will our magna cum laude honor students please stand so we can give you a round of applause? Thank you. And to graduate with summa cum laude honors, students have to maintain a minimum GPA of 3.95 and have earned a minimum of 12 honor credits. Will our summa cum laude honors students please stand so we can give you a round of applause. Thank you.
There are 8 students graduating with a 4.0 GPA. Please stand as I read your name. Bryn Boffman. Amber Franson. Nicholas Guyan. Zahara Gonzalez Leyva. Abigail Kirchell. Kerrigan Mayer. Maya Pena. And Kate Schmidt. You may be seated. We have enjoyed the presence of 2 foreign exchange students who are members of our senior class this year. Karen Bauerova and Maria Stella Parwani, please stand. Karen is from the Czech Republic, and her host parents are James and Carla Hazeldine. Maria Stella is from Italy, and her host families are Andrew and Sarah Coton, Jason and Amanda Wagner, and Sarah and Gary Freitas. Congratulations. This past Monday evening, a number of awards and scholarships were presented to deserving seniors. I would direct your attention to the insert in today's program. On behalf of the members of the class of 2025 who received scholarships Monday night, I'd like to thank the organizations, businesses, and individuals who provided them, and a special thanks to the presenters. We handed out over $70,000 worth of scholarships thanks to the generosity of our community, businesses, and donors. Would all students who received a scholarship or a department award please stand and let's give them a round of applause. As we celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates, we would like to take a moment to recognize those students who have volunteered to serve our country by enlisting in a branch of the military or enrolling in an ROTC program. At this time, would those students please stand? Thank you for choosing to serve our country. We admire your dedication, courage, and commitment, and wish you success and safety as you embark on this next chapter of your life. Let's give them one more round of applause.
Tonight, we will have 3 students of the class of 2025 give speeches that they have prepared this evening. The first presentation will be made by Shay Kapan, daughter of Misty and Corey Kapan. Our second presentation will be made by Ella Schluck, daughter of Melanie Johnson and Jonathan Schluck, and Evie Tellers, daughter of Heidi and Adam Tellers.
Good evening, class of 2025. Good evening to friends, family, faculty, and whoever else may be sitting in those hard plastic bleachers. I know firsthand how uncomfortable they are, so I'll try to keep this short. I stand before you all today in a sundress, a cap and gown, and a pair of Converse, which, as some of you may know, is not an uncharacteristic shoe choice for me. I'll bet that nearly every single person sitting in this gym has an article of clothing that is their signature, something that fits their style that they don often. Clothing is an extremely important part of everybody's lives, duh. But perhaps more important than many of us graduates have thought in our time here at Waconia High School. The clothes that we have worn and seen worn throughout our high school experiences hold the memories that we have made, whether we like it or not. We remember sitting through pre-AP 9 as Mrs. Nimchek wrapped her cardigan tighter with every sentence. Forgot I printed this double-sided, sorry. Maybe suiting up in a vest alongside Mr. Heyman for some extra credit on a physics test, or getting a Tootsie Roll flung at your head in the hallway because you wore you-know-what on a Friday. You may also remember the t-shirt you were wearing when he dumped you over text, the pink swimsuit you bought for spring break in Mexico, or the too long prom dress you tripped over while you danced, or having to wear a suit to school at least once a week for game days. Maybe even a sequined, scratchy show choir dress, a blazer worn to state for DECA, or a new marching band uniform that will never quite fit as same as the old one. The clothes have been changed, and so have we, but the memories we've made are things that will stay. Some more prevalent articles of clothing in this given moment are the caps and gowns that turn us, the class of 2025, into just a formless bunch of, well, grapes. But this graduation getup will hold memories as well, more than the memory of just graduating tonight. This will hold the memory of walking through these halls with your best friends just one last time. The memory of hugging your favorite teachers, no longer as their student, but as a fellow adult. In maybe an hour, you'll remember throwing your cap and gown in the backseat of your car and finally being able to discard that parking pass that cost an arm, a leg, and then some. You'll likely display this cap and gown at your grad party, surrounded by loved ones who may drain your social battery, but at least they'll boost your bank account. Though we may be scratchy and uncomfortable right now, we'll look back on this gown with fondness and nostalgia for these good old days. Despite their magical-ish power to hold memories, the clothes we wear have always been meant to be outgrown. You outgrew the clothes you wore in kindergarten, the clothes you wore in middle school, thank God, even the clothes that you wore on your first day of freshman year. You've outgrown the hand-me-downs from your older siblings, whether you acquired them with or without permission, and handed down your own clothes to your younger siblings. Many of us in the next few years will don yet another cap and gown, maybe even another after that, and if you're really motivated, some more after that. However, when that time comes, we'll find that we no longer fit into this outfit that we're all matching in now. We may still fit physically, but the person stepping back into this shining wildcat purple may be somebody completely different than the one sitting in it right now. My urging to you, the class of 2025, is to outgrow your cap and gown. We all know there's somebody in our lives that peaked in high school. The point of high school is to push you towards what many people call the next thing, the real world. But the world we've been living in up to this point has been nowhere near fake. The experiences, memories, and friends you've made in these halls are your world, and a very real one at that. So take your world, head to the mall or Goodwill or whatever, and buy yourself a new outfit for whatever comes next. You've earned it.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Evie Tellers.
And I'm Ella Schluck.
They gave us a few minutes to talk about 13 years, so buckle up for this roller coaster ride.
Not too long ago, Evie and I were up on the auditorium stage giving a welcome back speech to all the Waconia staff. and now we're here giving a send-off to the graduating class of 2025.
It's safe to say we've leveled up.
We thought, what better way to end this year than how we started it? Together, on stage, with the mic in our hands and a whole lot of memories in our hearts.
It feels a little different this time with our entire graduating class sitting in front of us, teachers and families, but nothing a little speech class couldn't prepare us for.
And for our selfie crew, remember the sweat test? When in gym class you had to glisten and sweat just to pass the day? Yes, safe to say we'd be passing that right now.
So here we are on the edge of one chapter ending and another beginning. It's hard to believe that just 8 months ago, we were gearing up for our last first day.
So yes, in classic graduation fashion, we're going to take you on a trip down memory lane, but not just any trip. This one's a roller coaster.
Let's revisit the ride we've been on, full of highs, lows, loops, and the occasional, wait, what just happened?
Can students please strap into their seats to get one last taste of true Wildcat tradition with their favorite halftime cheer? Follow our lead, here we go.
Strap in, guys, strap in.
Here we This is our last ride, class of 2025, and what a ride it's been.
It all started on the kindergarten tracks. We took a step of courage to let go of our parents' hands and step into a new world we didn't even know how to navigate.
We learned our popcorn words, begged for extra recess, and made fortune tellers. I bet most of us are still waiting for the You'll Become Rich fortune to come true.
We found joy in the fit-a-thon, the read-a-thon, and the moving room-a-thon, and of course, my all-time favorite, track and field day. I still remember scoping out each and every one of you to see if you're going to be in my class so we could win.
She was 0-2 against my class. Elementary school once felt like a chore, but now we just remember the smiles, playground games, popsicle dances, and decorating the halls.
This time gave us something rare, no stress, no pressure, just pure unfiltered joy. Then came 5th grade, and we got told so long, farewell, and headed to the middle school. Buckle up, because this part of the roller coaster gets a little bumpy.
It was awkward, it was chaotic, it was the perfect corkscrew loop.
We started exploring our passions through sports, clubs, and meeting new people. We survived the Oregon Trail and bonded at Long Lake, but little did we know the appreciation for being together and the daily hallway hellos would soon disappear.
After just one full year in 6th grade, everything changed. In 7th and 8th grade, COVID hit, and the awkward breakout rooms began. No one was ready for the back-to-back Zoom calls or the weird reality of no social interaction.
But on the bright side, we didn't miss much. We were in that awkward phase of life where we traded scrunchies and sweatshirts and still posted 11/11 on our Snapchat stories. Thankfully, we ended our middle school years with the canoe trip, freezing, soaked, paddling into the wind, and somehow still having the time of our lives.
That's what this class does best. We find joy in the chaos. Through every twist and every turn, we make the most of each moment and show up for each other.
We've always been united, from making signs and showing up to games to chanting from the student section and being the loudest support system in the stands. We've always showed up.
And then came high school. The ride took off. We walked in freshman year, greeted by Miss Gilmore's smile, with hydro flasks and North Face backpacks.
People told us these years would fly by. We didn't believe them, but here we are, and they were right. We became the ones roaming the halls and wearing matching shirts with our graduation year on it.
We got lost in the hall in freshman year, studied late at night for finals, survived the ACT, danced at prom, and screamed our lungs out at football games. Through it all, we lifted each other up and made sure no one ever rode the roller coaster alone.
Even Mr. Bullis decided he couldn't miss our grand finale, so he stopped teaching math and came to the high school to teach us all how to pop our hoods.
One of the best parts this year was cheering on our unified athletes, our classmates, teammates, and true champions. You've brought our school together and shown us what really means to be a Wildcat. Let's give them all a big round of applause. If this speech were a roller coaster photo, this would be the flash when you realize you weren't ready. Because even though we've looked forward to this day, part of us wants to loop back one more time.
I would ride this roller coaster again 100 times, every twist, every drop, every unexpected turn. Thank you, Waconia High School, for helping us grow, exploring our passions, and creating our own successes.
But this ride, this chapter is ending. And just like Mr. Jensen always reminded us,
Follow your heart. And we've done that together. Thank you to our teachers, coaches, friends, and families for standing by us, cheering us on, and believing in us.
And thank you, class of 2025, for making this ride unforgettable. We hope you feel proud for pushing through and never giving up along the way.
Now the roller coaster is pulling back to the station. We're sitting in the same seats that we started this ride with, next to the same classmates too.
Only now, we're a little taller, a little wiser, and a lot more ready. This was just the first ride in the theme park. There are so many more ahead.
Oh, and before we sign off, I want you all to know that the 10-year class reunion is already in the works. Thank you, and go Cats! Good job, Val. Can we go that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, do you want to go together?
All right, let's give them one more round of applause. All right, I would like to offer my congratulations and best wishes to each and every one of you. Will the class of 2025 please stand and remain in your place? Dr. Gersich, Board Chair Amit, pursuant to policies and procedures of Independent School District Number 110, I am pleased to present to you and to this assembly of parents, friends, and faculty these students as candidates for graduation. They have satisfied the requirements established by the school district and the state of Minnesota and now stand before you, ready to accept the responsibilities and privileges attendant thereunto. We are proud of all our graduates and would like everyone to show respect to each of them. With that in mind, we would ask that there be no calling out of names or yelling. This only distracts from the ceremony, the other graduates, and may cause the reading of another name to not be heard by their family or friends. We also ask that you hold your applause until the end where we can recognize them as a group. We thank you for your cooperation. Presenting diplomas this evening are Ms. Kendra Olson, Dean of Students, and Mr. Adam Brister, Language Arts teacher. We also have some of our school board members present to congratulate and shake hands of our graduates. Tonight, we have the following board members present: Mr. Jesse Bergstrom, Ms. Kimberly Kelzer Breeden, Ms. Melanie Hagan, and Mr. Kelly Amit. And now, will the first row of graduates remain standing? The remaining rows may be seated. Will the first row please approach the platform?
Ethan Allgaier. Diego Alza. Molly Amrine. Gabriel Anderson. Amaya Andrews. Haley Andrews. Kylia Arcorin. Caitlin Armstrong. Samuel Armstrong. Candy Arvisu Pacheco. Michael Babcock. Ella Bach. Carson Bailey, Riley Beisch, Kaylee Baker, Sophia Battis, Audrey Bauer, Karen Bauerova, Bryn Boffman, Paige Bedford, Andrew Berger, Noah Bertosi, Sadie Blair, Genevieve Blazig, Karsten Blink, Alex Bach, Andrew Bolkin, Ian Bolton, Cheyenne Braun, Wyatt Breeden, Caden Brink, Anna Brigemeyer, Bryce Boozman, Brody Butler, Michael Butler, Dan Ezekiel Kaliag, Jack Carlson, Shay Kumpan, Hazel Condit, Peter Cooper, Michael Costa, Bo Cruiser, Keegan Cruzen, Dane Dulkey, Emily Dallo, Alyssa Dahman, Ella Dahman, Caleb DeBoer, Owen DeShane, Logan DeMars, Cecilia Derner, Amara Dobbins, Yasmin Duarte Perez, Adric Ehalt, Hayden Anker, Olivia Anker, Colton Ehrenstein, Tyler S., Anton Evans, Jaden Ford, Grace Foss, Savannah Fox, Amber Franson, Anna Fraser, Lincoln Gamble, Charles Garlitz, Zachary Geffrey, Wyatt Gerber, Elizabeth Giesinger, Nicholas Guyan, Creedon Gilmore, Henry Glenzinski, Bailey Gulkey, Audrey Gorey, Will Goldschmidt, Aaron Golka, Zahara Gonzalez Leyva, Elizabeth Gores, Elsa Gorey, Jonathan Goffman, James Graffunder, Avery Graham, Braden Greer, Isabella Greer, Maxwell Groman, Kyler Gross, Sophia Grundhofer, Mallory Haas, Jack Hackler, Mason Dewalter, Brittany Hall, Nora Hansen, John Haram Bassick, Paige Hardy, Miranda Harmon, Addison Harriet, Ava Harvey, Sophia Harwood, Sienna Hawkinson, Adeline Hawley, Elena Hazeldine, Viviana Hegland, Riker Helland, Gabriella Hendricks, Moretta Henriksen, Caden Herman, Macy Hedelvet, Owen Hiltner, Hunter Hoffman, Kaya Holm, Marcus Holm, Elizabeth Houghton, Madeline Houghton, Dominic Howard, Hannah Hughes, Isabel Hurley, MJ Iddle, Benjamin Jackson, Jack Jacobs, Madison Jaganich, Cooper Jonke, Liam Jambourme, Emma James, Jackson James, Logan Jandro, Madeline Jens, Caitlin Jessen, Chloe Johnson, Dominic Johnson, Ethan Johnson, Grant Johnson, James Johnson, Svea Johnson, Olivia Wall, Charles Young, Aaron Youngworth, Sienna Kangas, Luke Kostelic, Carter Catherman, Alexander Carney, Campbell Killian, Kendra Kirsch, Josephine Kistner, Jackson Clam, Gianna Claphockey, Luke Kleinsmith, Haley Klitsky, Ryan Klitsky, Alexander Kane, Connor Kokesh, Alexander Konetsko, Luke Kushinska, Abigail Kirchill, Aya Kumpala.
Guy Ladwig, Ryan Lang, Noah Larson, Naomi Larson, Michaela Lauman, Aiden Lee, Evelyn Lenzen, Ellie Lairfald, Robert Lewin, Harper Lillistall, Stella Limoges, Cole Lorenz, Evan Lowy, Madeline Lyons, Kerrigan Mayer, Landon Majerus, Soren Marker, Evan Marsden, Cooper Marsh, Samantha McCormick, Ian McCrowan, Pedro Medina, Henry Meyer, Madison Meese, William Melanson, Oscar Mendoza, Caitlin Meyer, Logan Meyer, Reagan Miras, Danica Miller, Abigail Moen, Emily Moran, Isabel Moyer, Mark Naples, Finley Neenan, Maxwell Nego, Parker Nelson, Evan Nesvig, Willis Nightkins, Amelia Newland Bellinger, Kelsey Nowak, Isabel Nolan, Carter Olson, Trevin Olson, Will Olson, Jake Ortiz Sanchez, Isabel Ortmeyer, Julia Palaya, Sophia Paloranta, Maria Stella Parbuoni, Brock Paulson, Addison Pauley, Maya Pena, Mauricio Perez, Derek Perez Lujan, Nicholas Perez Lujan, Montana Peterson, Blake Phillips, Matthias Pierce, Cassandra Podberg, Jordan Porter, Samuel Predovich, Drew Puchner, Kylie Quevedo, Esther Quezada, Evan Randolph, Jacob Rausch, Sabin Reed, Anthony Rivoyo, America Ringate, Jonathan Ritz Richards, Garrett Roberts, Jada Rowan, Aiden Ryer, Braden Sackett, Savannah Sams, Carlos Sanchez, Nolan Sanito, Harley Schockenmeyer, Kennedy Schaefbauer, Amalia Schaefer, Ella Schluck, Kate Schmidt, Lauren Schmidt, Corey Schneibly, Bryn Schockenmeyer, Sarah Schoenfelder, Brooklyn Schramm, Keely Schremp, Madeline Schuler, Chloe Schultz, Caitlin Schweiger, Jenna Schwint, Killian Shanklin, Avery Sheldon, Tegan Shear, Devin Schouts, Elizabeth Sieber, Abigail Siefker, Brooke Siegel, Caden Syme, Cora Sitz, Tyler Shadeen, Samuel Small, Ashley Smith, Gracie Smith, Isaac Smith, Madison Snow, Caden Soderholm, Hannah Soar, Bo Specken, Mason Spears, Sage Sponsel, Charles Steffen, Jack Steffen, Eleanor Steinhagen, Eleanor Stayskull, Olivia Steer, Mason Stock, Laura Stockinger, Jessica Stockman, Lynn Strozak, Brooke Strong, Franklin Sukansky, Natalie Sund, Charles Swift, Emma Touches, Evelyn Tellers, Leo Thayer, Emmett Tyson. Justin Thomas. Matthew Thomas. Amy Thompson. Jack Thor. Riley Ty. Addison Torres. Tara Tregarthen. Jordan Trinka. Faith Turner. Colton Vinica. McKenna Varner. Hayden Vaughn. Jonathan Vasquez Castillo. Kevin Vergara. Quinn Villavaso. Alexander Volkov. Gracie Wagner. Rebecca Walzak. Maya Wanger. Grace Wiggins. Isaac Willenbring. Andrew Winkleman. Gabriel Wichorek. Jonathan Wozniak. Colin Wright. Gavin Wolf. Morgan Yeager. Ellen Youngdahl. Shane Zimmerman.
Before we begin the recessional, I want to thank the platform guests, Dr. Brian Gersich, Mr. Kelly Ammett, and our school board members. I'd also like to thank Ms. Olson, Mr. Brister, Mr. Hansberry, and the members of our band. Let's give our band a round of applause. I'd like to give a final thank you to all of the parents for entrusting their child to us for the last 4 years. It's been a privilege and an honor to work with them. Following the ceremony, the graduates can pick up their diplomas in the south end of the Commons. Families are invited to take photos on the stage after the ceremony. In a few moments, the class will stand and be presented to you one final time. For those of you who are viewing the ceremony on the live stream in our Performing Arts Center, during the recessional, the graduates will walk through the auditorium, so please remain in your seats. Before we do the recessional, I have a favor to ask. We have a tradition for all of our graduating classes. This has been another great class, and they've provided so many lasting memories. So we'd like to offer them one final gift. In a moment, the band will begin to play and we will do our recessional. During the recessional, I'd like every person in the gym to rise and give our graduates the loudest standing ovation ever given to a senior class. And continue cheering until the last senior has left the gym. We want that to be their final memory of being a Waconia Wildcat. And I feel like we should say meow at the end of that too. So without further ado, will the class of 2025 please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you the 109th graduating class of Waconia High School, the class of 2025.